Brandon from Conditions, and I love rockforevermagazine.com.
Hey guys, it's Tori from Rock Forever Magazine, and I'm here today with Brandon from Conditions.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Wonderful. How are you?
Very good. It's the first day of the Let Live tour. So how'd you enjoy the show today? You just played?
It was fun. It was fun. You know, we had it's our first kind of live show back from recording, so little kinks to work out. But other than that, we had a blast. It's gonna be a great tour.
Got to get back on the tour mode
right.
now.
It's exactly right. I mean, the transition from being in the studio and being kind of like non-social is very, very weird.
Is it really you're that antisocial when you're in the studio?
Oh my gosh,
like nothing?
You're holed up in the studio. You work like 12-hour days, but you kind of have to you crawl back under the light, and you're kind of you know.
I guess you bonded with your bandmates.
You do, which is cool and not cool, but.
Oh, not cool.
Well, I mean, you learn some things about people. It's just like, wow, really?
Yeah, now you know,
Close quarters and too much time is.
Sounds like a tour bus too, though.
Yeah,
so I guess you can't miss it when you're in a band. You end up knowing everything about them.
That's right.
But so for anybody who doesn't know Conditions yet, what is the #1 thing you want them to know about the band?
Let's see. We're a band with We're a paradoxical band. How about that?
Okay.
Where we, as people, when we're not on stage, we don't take ourselves seriously at all. Probably some of the most ridiculous people you'll meet. But on stage, we conduct ourselves very seriously, and musically, lyrically, we're very. We tend to make sure that there's messages in our music and have a lot of depth in there. So
that's great.
Yeah, we're paradoxical. We're best of both worlds. I'd like to hope so. But.
Best of both worlds. There we go.
There it is.
And now you guys, although you were in the studio for a while, you've toured a lot over the years. I mean, I feel like I've seen you on so many different lineups.
Yeah.
And so, what keeps you motivated to keep going and working so hard every day?
You know, it really is like when you start, when you start to see people in the crowd singing your words back, and getting sweaty with you, moving along with you, like that's just inexplicable. That feeling you get, it's so addicting. Yeah. So I think we're all very much addicted to that connection with people, and that's definitely what keeps us going.
And you definitely had quite a few fans in the crowd tonight that were screaming for you, so it's great to see.
Yeah, it's so nice. Like people, we've been playing Orlando for a while. We've been a band for almost 6 years now. Like in June, it'll be 6 years.
That's intense.
And like you said, we've been touring and touring and touring relentlessly, and a lot of people who started out as fans become good friends. So
that's great.
Yeah, it's almost like a scramble. It's like, who can we fit on the guest list? We just have a ton of friends, and it's great. So
that's awesome.
We're stoked.
And being on tour is a totally different lifestyle than what a lot of people are used to. So what is your favorite memory or most memorable moment from touring life over the years? There's plenty to choose from, right?
I mean, there really is. And we are very much a drinking band, very much so. So I mean, in the haze of that, I don't know. There could be things I don't even remember, honestly, which is bad.
That's
coming
why
clean.
Everybody has camera phones now for that reason.
Right. Yeah, Snapchat.
So you never Snapchat. Yeah, I got to get on that.
It's like I can remember what I did last night. I Snapchat myself. No, but as far as I don't know, we don't really have many big stories as much as we do just a ton of little stories. We're just kind of like accelerate life a little bit.
Now your album Fluorescent Youth is out right now. What inspired that album title, the artwork, the whole concept for it?
Yeah, absolutely. I write all the lyrics, and I really like to tie things up. I like to kind of keep the lyrics themselves pretty ambiguous so people can draw whatever they really need or want from the words. But I believe that a work should be absolutely finished, and the title does just that. Okay. So Fluorescent Youth was all about lyrically. The subject matter was all about how important youth was. Like, I think it's going to shape who you are for the rest of your life, when you cross into adulthood and beyond. So I thought about it. How can I sum up 10 tracks into a couple words?
Yeah.
And I actually had a dream where I was holding something in my hand, and I kind of knew subconsciously that it was my youth.
Oh, wow.
And so I woke up from a dream in the studio, and I was like, Fluorescent Youth, and I brought it to everybody, and everybody didn't like it at first, but came around. They're like, hey, I've lived with it for a little bit, and Fluorescent Youth makes sense, and it ties up the record really well. So we went with that.
And now your favorite song from the album? I know it must be hard to choose because you work so hard on it, but is there a favorite?
I don't know. It's also because it's been out for 2 years now, and I just don't listen to it anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Favorite song, probably. A song called "When It Won't Save You." Is it was I wanted to write a song like that for a very, very long time, and it's about how I believe that tangible things like objects and stuff, or the objective love that seems to be so heightened in the world today. I believe that that's absolutely wrong, and I think that people are spending way too much time collecting things as opposed to actually living your life in a way, like in organic speaking, and actually having, like memories. Something you, when you're in a rocking chair and you're older, you can rock and impress people with what you've done.
People are probably not going to remember their iPhones that they had when they were 12.
Precisely.
Or, when they're old. So I think that's a great message.
Thank you very much.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, so that's definitely my favorite song on the record, yeah.
But you do have plans to release another new album this year. I saw that on your Twitter bio. Getting very pumped for it. How do you think this album's going to compare to Fluorescent Youth?
I can say honestly right now it's 10 times better.
10 times better?
I swear. Like, I know it seems like a weird thing to say, but yeah, like we all love Fluorescent Youth, and we believe that it was the best that we could have done at that moment. But we, it's been 2 years, yeah. So we've grown, we've seen some things, and kind of honed what we've done, and I think that it's all around a much better record. So
yes. And is there a release date or a time span that you want to release this?
There is, but I'm not allowed to say it yet.
Come on.
I know, I'm sorry.
We don't get an exclusive
I'll give you half of it.
Okay.
Half of it. It's coming out in March. There it is.
There it is! March is the month.
Yeah.
I'm screaming it to everybody.
I'm going to take the camera now, so I'm sorry.
Oh no, he's going to steal our camera because we're not supposed to know that. It's fine. We know it now. We know now. So
I'm so in trouble, but it's worth it.
All right. It's okay. It's very exciting. And now, okay, so if you had a mission statement, if you had to come up with a mission statement for the band right now, what would it be? What do you want to achieve through your music?
To encourage people to stop listening to music with their eyes.
That's interesting.
I feel like I mean, nowadays, like the radio's filled with all these people who are vividly eye-striking. And
Justin Bieber.
Well, I mean, Justin Bieber rules. Let's get that straight.
No,
he's awesome.
Rule.
He's awesome. That man has it all. But like, yeah, I mean, like people like Kesha. She's all image, and then the talent is worked with in the studio.
That's
so
very
like people
true.
are just drawn in by her look, and then don't mind if she's sort of not all there talent-wise.
Okay,
so
I get it.
I would like to, I don't know, I guess have a part in, I don't know, inspiring people to listen to music for music's sake, and also kind of like be able to listen to music and extract depth from. If someone's saying something, I would like I would hope to think that people get it, as opposed to just like what they look good and yada yada yada. No, it's like they sound good and they're saying something. That's what I want to.
Well, you're on your way with that mission statement,
Thank you.
Very good, very good. Now we have a fun question here.
I love fun questions.
Yes, it seems like a lot of artists these days are starting side projects. Whether it be a clothing line or just another musical project.
Yeah.
So if you had to start a side project right now, what would you want to do?
Absolutely. Let's see. Well, I go to culinary school when I'm home.
Really?
Yeah. So I would love to my side project be a restaurant.
Okay, what kind of restaurant? What are we talking here?
I don't know. I always eat Asian food. I love Asian food, and I'm learning a lot about cooking Asian food.
Not bad.
Other than that, I don't know. I get drunk and freestyle a lot.
Okay.
So maybe yeah. I mean, rap is always kind of you either really make it or you really don't make it, but it'd be fun because it's like a really 50-50 chance.
We need to come up with like a good rapper name for you though.
Well, my nickname is Donnie Magic, and that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty great. It
all my
sounds
bases
like either
are
a
covered.
rapper or like a magician. One of the two, right?
I mean, yeah.
You could be a little
I'll
both.
be a lyrical magician.
Lyrical magician.
Donnie Magic, lyrical magician. There it is.
Now you just need to make this happen. That's all.
I know. I've got to just stay perpetually drunk, and it'll be good.
There we go. And now what are your plans for after this tour with Let Live? What can fans look forward to?
After this tour, we're going to go home. This tour is actually twice as long as we're doing it. So there's going to be two halves.
Yeah.
So we're going to drop off February 11th. And we're going to go home for a couple weeks. And we're going out to the West Coast and Midwest with Sleeping with Sirens.
Sounds great.
Yeah, so.
Very exciting.
Very, very exciting.
And what's your favorite way to keep in touch with fans through social networking and everything like that? Where can they follow you guys?
We are all, like, everybody in the band is so vocal on Twitter.
I like that.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we all, we don't believe that there's any boundaries anymore.
Absolutely.
So we enjoy knowing people as with as much depth as we can. So
it's great. It's 2013. Bands and fans are friends.
We're not in bubbles. So we like being extremely approachable. So
yeah, that's great. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. It was great talking to you.
It was a pleasure.
Yes, it was great. And everyone watching, make sure you check out Conditions and get ready. March is the new album. Which he shouldn't have said, but he did.
Yeah, so forget it.
Subscribe to our channel for more interviews. We'll see you next time. Bye.